Hey guys, thanks for joining today. And today I want to talk to you about how I store my inventory. I have kind of a hybrid system with bins on the other side, boxes on this side. So I'm an expert in both and I'd like to help you figure out what's best for you and your business needs. I'll walk into my garage. I'm going to have my messy desk for now on the right. Not that the desk is going to move. It's just not going to be messy. So over here, we'll start over here. This is where I do my photos. This folds down, the lights on both sides. This is items that need to be photographed. Everything else should be ready on them, listings and all. This is one of my shoe racks. So a bunch of shoes, and then I have some packing supplies up top. But this is the rack that I'm trying to get eliminated, if you guys saw that in the last video. Then on this side I have another shoe rack. This one will stay for now. All shoes. So I need to get these 4 bins up top out. The bottom 2 bins are items that need stuff fixing or items that need to have spot cleaned. This was just a random thing, but now it is going to be more for clothes because I've ran out of clothes space until I get some bins out. And then my bin inventory starts over here. Then we have all this stuff up top. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of just bins. So I want to get that down to 3, and then 3 of these will turn into clothing. We're working on it, we're getting there. I'm able to eliminate a bin every about 2 weeks. And then my clothing starts excuse me, my clothing starts here. This is my zeros, and then the zeros carry over to here, and this is my ones, and then my 2s start right here, which this will all be 2s. As soon as I get rid of some 1s, I overshot on how many I needed. So the bin system is perfect for all my hard items. So I'll open up one of those so you can kind of see how I have those packed in there. Alright, so I just selected a random bin. So you can see I have a Loki Pop, Club K spinners. That's a softball trading tool. I've sold like 6 of those. I think that's my last one. Just random hard goods. So that's how we keep it in there. For my clothing, these are all numbered. So that goes into my custom SKU, so when it sells, all you have to do is pull it up on your phone and walk through and grab the items that you need. So as you can see, 00394, 00395, and so on. Use the zeros, so I know 0, the first 0, is what section it's in. The second 0 just gives me room to go up to the thousands. So I mean, 9,999 is a lot of items, so that's why I have that extra 0. This is what I'm talking about. When I'm going through here, all I have to do is tap on this, and then on this next screen, custom SKU right here, custom label, it says on here 00513. So all I do is go to my zeros, .004, 0048. So 00513 is going to be in between. Here we go. And that's as easy as it is to pull. So instead of having to dig through a bin like I used to, now I just go pull it like that. Super easy. If you do clothes, highly recommend. It's going to save you so much time. It took me about 3 days to get all my clothes switched over to this method, but it made a huge difference. And as far as the bins, same method. I have the custom SKU in the system under the item specifics. And then once it sells, it just tells me what bin it's in, and I have to go dig through the bin a little bit. So I don't have it like specifically where it's in the bin, but I used to do that with clothes, and having to dig through the clothes was terrible. If something's on top, I just have shelf, so this would be shelf 3. So I know to go up to the top of shelf 3, and it'll be up there, and I just have to kind of look around. Alright guys, now that you know how each one works, and they're both super simple, and I'm sure you knew that already, we get to talk about what's best for you. So the bin method is okay for everything. It's not great for anything. It does its job. I don't recommend it. It's clunky. It gets things out of the way on shelves, but you can't store an awful lot, depending on the types of stuff you sell. I sold all kinds of hard goods when I first started, and they don't fit in there very well. They don't fit in easily. You have to rearrange stuff. You take something out because you sold it and you have to pack it all back in. It just takes a lot of time. If you sell a lot of clothes, please, please, please change to the box system. I pushed it off for a long time, even after hearing it was amazing. And I did that because I was too lazy to go through everything. But once I did, it saved me a ton of time. I showed you guys in a photo video how I'm able to bag it, put it in the box, and it's ready to go. Putting my SKU in while I'm doing my photos, and everything is just awesome. It's done, it's right there. I used to finish my photos, I'd add them on, and then I would have to go back and put all of my clothes in a bin, like bag them, put them in the bin. No longer are those days, and it saves me so much time. The place is so much more organized. It may not look like it to you, but it is a lot more organized, and it's helping me to stay focused and cleaner in the office each day. Now, if you're only hard goods, you have to do some kind of bin system. Bin systems are good for what they are. They're going to limit you to how many items you can sell if you work at home like I do. So I only have a garage to store things in pretty much. And if I kept going in the direction I was going, I would be completely full. I wouldn't be able to buy new items, and I would just be sitting here stale, not able to list extra stuff on eBay. Honestly guys, I fought being a clothing reseller for 2 years. I heard nothing but negative about clothes. It was just not something I was interested in, and I slowly started getting into it, and it's been really good. I enjoy that you can keep so many more. I enjoy that I don't have to have a bunch of boxes everywhere. It's mostly poly bags. So once I get a lot of this hard goods sold, a lot of these boxes will be eliminated. It'll open up extra room for even more clothes, and I'll be able to store about 6,000 to 7,000 clothing items just in my garage. That's awesome. And on a positive note, we talked about inventory last week. If you've been using a bin system for your clothes, as you're going through them, you can do inventory at the same time and get them into boxes and numbered. So this will allow you to become more efficient and to do your inventory at the same time. Win-win. Guys, let's get these inventories done by the new year. That way we can start fresh, know what all we have, know what's listed and know what's not listed, and start kicking butt in 2024.